Today we're going to explore how to find the slope when you're given 2 points. In this case, in this example, you're given the points 0, 6 and 3, 7. And we are going to use the formula for slope to find the slope. Well, what is the formula for slope? We know that m, or slope, is equal to rise over run. Well, what is rise over run? Rise is actually the change in y, okay? The change in y, the y value, over the change in the x value. Now, how can we put that into a formula? We have 2 points. We're going to call the first one x, y, and the second one x, y, but we're confused. So what do we do when we have confusion? Well, we have 2 points, so why not call it x1, y1, x2, y2? In that case, those little numbers are simply notation. They're simply notation. There's no other reason for them. We're not going to perform any operations on them. They're just saying, hey, this is x, y1, this is x2, y2. First point, second point. And here's why we're going to need that. Because the formula for slope, the change in y, is written as y2 minus y1. So make sure you understand that it's the second point, the y value of the second point, minus the y value of the first point. And then the bottom one is going to be x2 minus x1. Makes sense. Stands to reason, right? So the formula for slope, this is it. Formula for slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And now the trickiest thing about it really is now just integers and placing the right integers in the right place and remembering how to subtract negatives and double negatives and all those kinds of fun things. So as we were saying, that this is the formula for slope in this question is going to take y2 minus y1, and that would be y2 minus y1 is 7 minus 6, and x2 minus x1 is 3 minus 0. Exactly as it's written, we get 1 over 3, and that's it. That's our slope. We're done. The trickiest thing about this is, once you remember the formula for slope, is just making sure that you've labeled your points clearly, x1, y1, and that you then put them in the right place and perform the right operation. So sometimes you get a double negative, and you've got to remember how to do that. But otherwise, it's simply putting the right points into the right place in the formula, subtracting on the top part, subtracting on the bottom, and getting slope. Okay, we're going to do another question now. This one is through points -3, -4, and -5, -7. In this case, again, we label it x1, y1, x2, y2, and simply put it into the formula. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Hello, Singapore. Hello, Beijing. Hello, California. New York. Paris. I know you're all out there watching this YouTube video, and I appreciate your subscriptions, and I appreciate all your energy and your comments. This is slope, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and we've got -7 minus -4 over -5 minus -3. Well, there we go. We know how to do this. We just have double negatives. It's -7 plus 4 and minus -5 plus 3, which is -2. And we have negative divided by a negative, which ends up being positive 3 over 2. And that's our answer. So this is the same thing. The only difference is we have to deal with negatives. But I know you can do it, so go for it.